Welcome back to the channel, guys.
What's going on, everybody?
Another movie.
Movie time!
One of my favorites, and you have not seen it.
I have not seen it.
I can't believe that. Blows my mind.
I know it does. You bring it up a lot.
I guess it's partially that it's always on TV, and it's been a big movie for a long,
I know
time.
of it. I'm pretty sure my brother, loves it. Dave.
I think most people love it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually talked to somebody that said, man, I didn't really care for Shawshank Redemption.
No, yeah, it's either, I think it's either you haven't seen it or you love it.
Yeah.
So, I'm looking forward to switching teams.
Yeah, for real. And then it's also one of my most quotable movies. Like, for me, I use it all, quotes from this movie all the time.
Have you used them and I didn't know?
Probably. But most of the time I wouldn't even say them because I know I'm not going to get a reaction out of them. You know what I mean?
You might.
But you wouldn't have no idea. It's not funny. You don't know the reference.
Like other people will.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mean just like when it's you and me.
Yeah.
I just mean you think you've ever said something. I hope that I hear something on there, I'm like, you son of a bitch.
You got to pass me.
He's been passing this along as his own.
Well, I say we get into it.
Let's do it.
Do you know anything about the movie?
I know they're in prison.
Yeah. Never a good mix.
Nope.
I'll see you in hell before I see you in Reno. Those were the words you used, Mr. Dufresne, according to the testimony of your neighbors.
If they say so. I really don't remember. I was upset.
What happened after you, Arthur?
Such an honest answer, too.
I hereby order you to serve 2 life sentences back to back. 1 for each of your victims. So be it.
As if 1 lifetime wasn't bad. I don't think I'd give you 2.
All evidence does seem to point to him, though.
Yeah. I swear he still looks the same.
Never ages.
Nope.
Just his hair.
Yeah, he got a little gray. That was it.
Look at that fucking house.
All right.
Where do you think that is? Is that a house or what is this?
Well, it's the prison.
Oh.
But it looked like it was shot at the house or something, you know?
Even still, this place is enormous.
Maybe it's like a school, an old school or something. Because it has that yard in the middle.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Right? Because it seems like it's an all aerial shot of the same place.
Oh,
you know?
it's definitely a real place.
Yeah.
Is Shawshank a real place? Is it based on a real place?
No, it's Stephen King.
1947 for murder.
Imagine this.
No.
Everybody's cheering that you're coming in. Right? That's what they're doing? This is a new bus full of people?
Yeah. It's more, it's not that they're cheering them, they're like taunting them almost.
Chubby fat ass there, the 5th one from the front. Put me down for quarter deck.
Chubby fat ass.
You eat when we say you eat. You shit when we say you shit, and you piss when we say you piss. You got that, you maggot dick motherfucker?
Oh, God.
On your feet.
It's as good a thing to bet on as any, I guess.
You got it now with what they were
I
betting
have
on.
my money on Andrew.
Who's gonna break down and cry?
You gonna have nice fat ass.
It's one of my favorite lines. It's so ridiculous.
Talk to me, boy. God, I don't belong here. We have one. And it's fat ass. I know.
Oh. Just that alone would hurt. I think all the internal bleeding you get from that. Now he kind of feels bad.
Yeah. Everybody kind of does, I think.
First night in the...
Are you going to eat that?
I hadn't planned on it.
That's nice and ripe.
Where the hell did he get that?
I remember the first time I watched this thinking like,
I thought he was gonna eat it.
yeah, I think everyone does. Hate him so much.
Yeah.
Name's Red.
Red. Why do they call you that?
Maybe it's because I'm Irish.
I love how that's what he's like, yeah, well, that's it.
No.
I like this guy.
Yeah. He's immediately likable.
Delivery for Dufresne.
I knew something was gonna happen.
You could tell it's one of those scenes.
He never said who did it, but we all knew.
I think it's fairly obvious who did it.
Mr. Hadley, do you trust your wife?
I like how he just says that.
But you do need someone to set up the tax-free gift for you. That'll cost you. A lawyer, for example.
But the ball-washing bastards.
He hates everyone.
Suppose I could set it up for you. That would save you some money.
And that's how it came to pass.
Got it done.
That on the second to last day of the job, the convict crew that tarred the plate factory roof in the spring of '49 wound up sitting in a row at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Watching the scene always makes me want to drink a cold beer.
Bohemia style. We sat and drank with the sun on our shoulders and felt like free men. Hell, we could have been tarring the roof of one of our own houses. We were the Lord's
things you take for
own
granted.
creation.
20 years, he hasn't done anything like that.
We
Nope.
spent that break hunted in the shade.
Gilda, are you decent?
Oh, they all go nuts.
My husband tells me you're a great believer.
You know how heavy those things are, too.
In fact, I hear the bite reflex is so strong, they have to pry the victim's jaws open with a crowbar. Where do you get this shit?
Yeah, even if he's making it up, you still have to think there's a possibility he's telling the truth.
Yep. So he's gotta kill this guy. I don't like him one bit.
What?
You get why they're doing this?
Because he saved him $35,000.
Correct. One of the most satisfying scenes of the entire movie.
The sisters never laid a finger on Andy again. And Boggs never walked again.
Think how badly they had to beat him.
Let's have proof of this. I suppose exceptions can be made.
A totally different treatment now.
I almost forgot.
Is his pick in there?
This.
Is his rock hammer in there?
And where?
The Bible?
I'm Deacons. I was, thinking about maybe setting up some kind of trust fund for my kids' educations.
They're all going to him now.
Yes, sir. Andy was a regular cottage industry. In fact, he got so busy at tax time.
He got an assistant.
Staff.
Hey, Rick, can you give me a stack of 1040s?
It's the only way they let me stay.
Come on, this is crazy. You don't want to do this. Come on, put it down.
I hate seeing old men upset.
Yep.
It's the worst.
Not supposed to happen.
No.
Just institutionalized.
Yeah, what are you gonna do when you go out?
My ass. The man's been in here 50 years, Hayward. 50 years. This is all he knows.
It's ridiculous.
In here, he's...
Because probably at this point, he might not have any family left. You know what I mean?
I doubt it.
50 years? He's gotta be
That's
probably
almost
about 70. He was probably like 20 years old when he went in there.
spent literally his entire life there, for the most part. More of his life than he won't spend, like he'll spend outside.
Look how cute he is.
Think how different everything is when you
Yeah,
get out.
like you could do whatever you want.
Well, not even that, but like
Just
there's-
everything.
The cars are different.
Oh,
the
yeah,
store are
in
different.
the
People are
50
different.
years.
There probably wasn't even cars when he went in. Not like this.
Yeah.
I saw an automobile once when I was a kid, but
That's what I'm saying.
they're everywhere.
Make sure your man double bags. Last time he didn't double bag, and the bottom near came out.
Make sure you double bag, like the lady says. Understand?
Don't talk to him like that.
Yeah, for real.
Floor manager likes me very much. I keep thinking Jake might just show up and say hello.
That line kills me every time in this movie.
I hope wherever he is,
Of all the lines, that's the one.
make him
Killing himself.
The worst part of the movie for me.
Brooks. Poor guy.
It's awful. I like how even he's surprised.
Took 6 years.
6 years. He was sending letters
Now I
every
only
week.
write 2 letters a week instead of 1.
I believe you're crazy enough. Some things are best left unsaid.
Like, I'm sure he got in trouble for it, but even that's like not even like a
Beautiful. It
bad
Right.
thing to do. Like, what'd he do?
I am warning you, Dufresne. Turn that off.
You might as well at that point. You're gonna get in trouble either way.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little worse now.
absolutely rehabilitating.
I always wondered watching this, like, do you think he said the same thing on purpose because he didn't? Deep down, he didn't really want to leave.
Alexandri, dumbass. Dumbass.
Dumbass.
Dumbass.
It is spelled that way.
Dumas.
Why is there something cool about safes in the wall like that?
Safes are awesome.
You know, the funny thing is, on the outside, I was an honest man, straight as an arrow. I had to come to prison to be a crook.
New recruits.
Fresh fish.
Who's the crybaby?
Lawyer fucked me. Everybody's innocent in here. Don't you know that?
Now he gets to do it.
What?
About 4 years ago,
Know
I was
something.
in Thomaston on a 2 to 3 stretch.
Him and this tasty bitch he was with.
Casino always cracks me up.
It's the best part. Some hotshot banker. He's the one they did it.
What a lunatic. Also, imagine hearing that, being in there that long.
How can you be so obtuse? What did you call me? Obtuse? Is it deliberate? Sir, I didn't...
Solitary, a month. Yes,
Oh.
sir. What's the matter with you? Get him out of here.
Kid passed. C+ average. Thought you'd like to know.
The only nice guy there.
Because he's a good guy.
Yeah.
20 years? Fuck that.
Yep.
So you get the shit kicked out of him.
Right here?
That's what the man said.
I don't like this. Oh god, he's gonna kill him.
I was trying to keep a straight face.
I
that
knew
whole
that
time.
was gonna happen.
Awful.
He's fucking himself. Dufresne's got nothing to lose, but just I mean, I guess nobody would believe him.
Well, yeah.
Catching my drift? Or am I being obtuse?
It really offended him, huh?
Yep. He's a classic scumbag.
Give him another month to think about it.
Jesus Christ.
Didn't expect that the storm would last as long as it has. You think he'll ever get out of here?
Yeah, think about it. If he was in his, what, like early 30s, when when that happened, when he got put in. He's almost
50
he's
something.
50 something.
There's something buried under it I want you to have.
What, Andy? What's buried under there?
You'll have to pry it up. To see.
Giving him a mission so that he doesn't kill himself when he gets out.
Is he gonna do it?
I don't think so. I think he's got some other plan.
Don't make me come down there, I'll thump your skull for you.
I just said that line the other day. I don't know why.
What do you do with the warden stuff?
Did something.
Lord, it's a miracle. Man up and vanished like a fart in the wind.
Ah, it's such a great line.
Oh.
Pressure. And time. That and a big goddamn poster.
That's why he wanted the poster.
Yep.
Like I said,
I love how they do this, where they went back.
3 deposits tonight.
Show you what really happened, you know?
the guard simply didn't notice. Neither did I.
He's wearing it.
I mean, seriously. How often do you really look at a man's shoes?
It is hard to believe that no one would notice that. But part of that's true. How often do you look at a man's
For
shoes?
real. Especially in there.
Right. Gotta bring those chess pieces. Imagine.
No. This would scare me too.
Yeah.
I guess you have, at that point, this guy's got you by the balls, you got no choice.
Right.
I'd
You're
rather
probably
be
so
dead
you're
than-
probably so eager to go through. Oh. Just pure shit.
Yeah.
So bad.
Call to freedom through 500 yards of shit-smelling foulness I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just don't want to.
Goddamn.
That's the length of 5 football fields.
5 football fields. Crawling through shit. Yeah, he probably hasn't felt rain in forever.
Well,
Well, maybe in the yard.
No, I'm sure they keep him inside when it rains.
Mr. Stevens visited nearly a dozen banks in the Portland area that morning. All told, he blew town with better than $370,000 of Warden Morton's money.
Even back then, too. He sent them like all the proof they needed to the press. I love how he had everything perfectly plotted.
Yep. I told you it was in there.
I was waiting for that the whole time. Damn it. Got it right.
Norton had no intention of going that quietly.
He's gonna kill himself. You have to. You can't be in your own prison.
He'd be dead in minutes. Well deserved.
Those are big bullets, too.
Yeah.
I like to think the last thing that went through his head, other than that bullet, was to wonder how the hell Andy Dufresne got
Yep.
the best of it.
He's getting approved.
So you go on and stamp your form, Sonny, and stop wasting my time. Because to tell you the truth, I don't give a shit.
I always love how that worked.
It has to work. You really are rehabilitated at that point.
If you're talking like that,
Right.
but you just don't care anymore.
You gonna get Brooks's room?
It's probably the same setup that they've had for years.
Question break, boss?
Imagine.
You've been asking for 50, 40 years.
Only one thing stops me.
I knew he got the company.
I made to Andy.
Great, I'm gonna be humming this song all week. Always gets stuck in my head. It's like a treasure hunt.
Pretty much. It's a blind treasure. You don't even know
You
if it's a
have no
treasure or
idea.
anything.
You don't know what it is.
You remember the name of the town, don't you?
You know, I'm not gonna
Say
say it.
what to Neil.
Say Wataneo.
Get busy living or get busy dying. That's goddamn right. I hope.
The water is unbelievable.
Just a piece of shit boat that he's fixing.
I'm so happy that they show that at the end.
I know. I thought for sure, like, if he was just sitting there, like, I wouldn't have liked that if they ended it.
Or, yeah, of him, like, just going... I feel like a movie nowadays would have had him going down, like, the bus, and then it would have ended there, you know?
Right, like, you
Leave
know
it
where he's
open-ended.
going, but...
It's like such a definitive
Screw
ending.
that.
You know?
That was a great movie.
Told you.
You did good.
I had no doubts about that one. There's other ones I think you'll like, but maybe you won't. I don't know. That one I knew for sure. Because,
Yeah.
like I said, nobody doesn't like this movie.
You can't not like it. There's not anything bad about it, actually. It's like a
It's such a great
perfectly
story.
made movie.
And made movie, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And isn't it funny that it's a Stephen King story? Like it comes from one of his books.
yeah.
It's just different because from
Right, because he's
normally like
usually
horror-ish.
right.
As where this, I mean, certain parts of this can be considered horror, I guess.
Morgan Freeman's voice is incredible.
It's unbelievable.
It's always been great his whole life.
It's so like soothing.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
That's why he doesn't even have to do acting anymore. He could, if he just narrates things, everybody wants Morgan Freeman.
Right. He's got to be up there, and he's gonna be what in his late 70s now.
If he's not even older than that.
He might be in his 80s. Because he looks significantly, he looks kind of old in this movie, and this was 1994.
They did a great job of making him, of really progressing him to 40 years. Like, they just changed his hair, really, but...
What did you think was happening, like, pre-finding out that he broke out?
I
Or not
thought
even-
he was going to do something to get himself killed.
So you thought some one way or another he was going to die?
I thought for sure, I thought he was going to, yeah. He was going to try, I thought he was going to try to figure out a way to, like, fuck the warden, for sure.
Right.
But I didn't think it was going to be, like, escape and then just be in Mexico.
It's funny because they make a joke about it in the beginning of the movie. He's like, it would take a man however many hundred
Yeah, he
years
said
to
600 years or
to
something
tunnel
like that.
through the wall. He did it in less than 20.
Yeah.
And I always
But
wondered,
that wasn't his intention.
No, he was just carving his name on the wall and
Right.
realized how like loose that cement was.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm guessing that's partly what it was that he was able to do it in under 20 years because I think it's that it's such soft and shitty cement. It's probably old and he's just able to get big chunks at a time out. But also, he knows rock so well.
Yeah.
That he probably knows how to.
He knew
tunnel
exactly what he
through.
needed to do.
And he think about it, he did it with that little. What was it? This big? Like that's ridiculous.
It is.
And then if that's not crazy enough, then he climbed and crawled through the pipe
The
of
sewer,
shit.
the sewer.
5 football fields.
I might have crawled back into the cell. You know?
It's just
It's like you just gotta slither through everybody in this prison shit for 500 yards. Slithering.
Yep. Because think about it, like, not only do you have to crawl through shit, but you have to just crawling 5 football fields. Think how tired I'd be tired crawling
Pitch
through one.
black. You know it's pitch black in there.
Well,
they showed a camera in there, but like that's just for the movie.
Yeah, I know. But still.
Puking every how many feet?
No, he had a flashlight, remember?
Oh, that's right. He did have a flashlight, but he's still puking every couple feet because of how. But the methane gas in that thing alone, I would feel would knock you out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to be very determined.
Yep.
But I guess after 20 years, and you didn't do the crime.
Right.
That's the great. Actually, well, so To be honest, what I really thought was gonna happen, like
That he actually did it?
Yeah.
I was thinking that in the beginning, because I swear, I was watching it for like the first 15, 20 minutes thinking, all right, I'm really trying to sit here and think, what else? Pretend like that I don't know what really happened, like, and pretend like that's not an option.
Right.
And what else could I be going, oh, this could be happening? And the first thing that, like, the one I stuck in my head was like, I bet you he's probably thinking like maybe he really did do it.
I did. I thought for sure it was gonna go the whole movie, and then like at the end he was just gonna be like, I did kill her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that it didn't happen that way.
Everything happened. They spell it out for you, the whole movie.
Yep.
But you overthink it.
What was the Sideburns kid's name?
Tommy. That was one of the between that and Brooks. It's just,
you know, because I really thought Brooks breaks my heart, man.
Just because he's an old
that
man.
That poor guy.
Right. I'm glad they get that out of the way early though, so then you kind of, but then they hit you with the Tommy thing.
Yeah, then they murder.
He's finally doing good.
And that's when, like, I mean, you knew the warden was bad with the 2 months in solitary, but like that's when you knew he was
a real piece of shit.
Like a real piece of shit.
Yep.
Because like all he said was he would do the right thing.
He just wanted to confirm with him before he shot him. He just confirmed with him like, how dead set are you on this? Like if somebody really pushed you to tell them the truth, and he was like, yeah, of course I would.
Yeah.
So he knows he would break easily.
Let's go to the court right now.
And it also, part of it is too that the kid didn't. He was trying to see if the kid knew anything, like was picking up on what he was sending him. Like, we can't have that,
right?
You know?
Yeah, I don't know, that poor kid, man.
Because he was really doing good for himself.
He just passed. He's got a baby and wife. You know, he's just in trouble. Been in and out of jail since he was 13.
Yep.
Poor Tommy.
They killed the 2 worst ones, him and
Brooks and Tommy.
The 2 if there was 2 characters in this whole movie besides the 2 main guys that I didn't want to die, it would be those 2.
Especially Brooks. That guy, man. As soon as I saw that cute little face, I fell in love with him.
They cast that perfectly.
It was perfect.
Cute, innocent old man.
Yeah. I feel like in every like jail movie though, there's always one like super old man that you're like, no way this guy belongs in prison for 50 years. Like, what did he do?
Look how sweet he is.
Yeah, he's the sweetest. This is somebody's grandpa.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
But what's crazy?
Some 20-year-old kid.
But like, what's crazy for him too? I feel like it would have been more shock for him. A, because he was in there 10 years longer than Red was. But when Red went in, like society had kind of progressed a little bit because he went in. I think
in like the 20s.
Yeah, so there was more cars and stuff like that at that point. Way more. I mean, cars were pretty common in the 20s.
Yeah, Brooks had only seen one car once when he was a child.
Yeah, because he said he went in 12, which would make it 1912.
05, which is 1905.
And then he did 50, which would have been, yeah, because that would have made sense because he probably left in the 50s. So yeah, there was almost no, it was probably like rich people only in the cities and stuff.
Is 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be 12.
Well, he said something about 1912 though.
Yeah, it was like 05 to 12 was done. Something happened in that time frame. I can't remember.
But regardless, like the society jump of progression of like this technology in itself.
It was much more aggressive for Brooks.
Like think about how like the early 1900s were like compared to how different the 50s were.
Mm-hmm.
Just the 50s and 60s, how totally different they were. So imagine that big jump.
Yeah.
He was there for all of World War II. Totally missed out on that.
Everything. Yeah.
The rewatching from start to finish again reminds me of like every time I watch this movie I have the same thought like just 10 years is ridiculous.
20.
Yeah.
And then I might think the 2 months in the hole might even be harder than the 20.
Just nothing. You get a piece of bread and a cup of
You're just laying there in the
something.
dark like no way. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Especially when you're like well liked and like I don't even know how the guards were able to do it.
Yeah, most of the guards seem to like him, except I don't think Hadley really liked him. The main one.
No.
Hadley. I think he
made him money.
He was the same as the warden.
Yeah, they're just scumbags.
Right.
I liked it, man. I'm happy you did this to me.
And now you'll notice. Now I guarantee that you've seen it. You'll see it on TV all the time. Like, hey.
Yeah.
I know it happens now.
Well, now I watch. I can keep watching it from that point. Like if it's the first time watching it, like unless you catch it from the beginning, like you can't watch it.
If I turn the TV on and a movie started like 5 minutes ago, I'll be like, nope, gotta go back and watch it.
No, yeah, not if it's something I haven't seen.
What if there was a little blurb in the beginning of the movie that was really important?
That's exactly what I think too.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
See you later.